In this video, I'm going to go through the top PFP collections when it comes to community, events organized, and everything around a particular collection. So, bear market is really good for buying opportunities, but because a lot of these collections actually has priced significantly decreased, and you will see that. So let's go. This is the OpenSea collection stats. You can find it above, going to rankings and basically sorting to all total volume, and you will see the top collections when it comes to the volume. So number one by 50% compared to the next one is Cryptopunks. Of course, that's the most iconic collection that came out in 2017. You were able to claim these for free. Then after many years the price started increasing. To this day this is the most legendary collection. The current floor price, it's not currently displayed because it was even before ERC 721 standard, so you have a wrapped version, but the current floor price is something around 70 ETH. So pretty much similar to the second next collection. So yeah, Cryptopunks are eternal. They will always be there on the chain right now. You have many events organized in many countries throughout the world. On all the major conferences you will be able to find other Cryptopunks. Pretty awesome. If you're able to afford it, definitely go for it. Same stuff with Bored Ape Yacht Club. Right now it got really this legendary status thanks to Yuga Labs, the creators of Bored Ape Yacht Club. You are basically part of this big family with awesome events, Ape Fest like in NFT NYC organized, plus different merch. They're creating a game, there's a bunch of things going on. So buying a Bored Ape is really great, but on a lower price point, there's a mutant ape. You can get it for 13 ETH. That's a pretty discount because at the top, mutant apes were going for around 40 ETH, which was pretty amazing. That was just before the drop of Other Deed, so the land for the other side. Right now we can get one for 13 ETH. Really went down. So yeah, if you want to get into the Bored Ape family, probably mutant is the cheapest entry, but still it's pretty significant. We're talking double digits ETH, so that's a lot, generally speaking. The next one on the list, which is pretty interesting as a PFP, is Azuki. There was some controversies with the founder that actually created previous collections and left those collections. It wasn't really a rug pull, but people were screaming that. But basically he just left the collection silently. There was not much going on, and then he created Azuki. But he's really wholesome right now. He's trying to make people whole as well, creating a lot for Azuki, giving different bonuses, very involved with the community. There's a bunch of people around Azuki. They're doing all the stuff very professionally. So the collection was minting for 1 ETH. It was this year, I guess in January, if I remember correctly. It went to 30 ETH at the top. Now it's around 8 ETH, and it's going between 8 ETH to 15 ETH on a regular basis. So if you're also looking for a collection to trend, to flip regularly, Azuki might be a good thing to look at for now. So really also very interesting vibes. I'm going to show you like how the Azuki looks like. Azuki is really great because you have this Japanese vibe. Really cool. There's a lot of work that went into that. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. And of course I'm going to show you some mutants. And here's how Bored Apes looks like if you haven't seen that. And of course the classic punks. You can't really go wrong with these. So yeah, going back to the top NFT collections for the PFPs, next one on the list is CloneX by Takashi Murakami. Really great collection as well. Also went down almost to 30 ETH. Now it's back to close to 6 ETH, and you can get those for around this price. Also great community, more involved with fashion. So there are a lot of resellers of sneakers involved with the community and with the RTFKT, if I remember correctly the name. So the company behind it, they were bought by Nike. Really cool things going on, involved with the fashion, cool PFPs, this kind of 3D feel. I really like it. Then you have Moonbirds. So Moonbirds were created by Web2 legend that went from Web2 into Web3, and he started with proof. Then he created Moonbirds as a free drop to proof owners. Plus, you were able to mint these. The mint was, I think, 2.5 ETH. They also went to something like 30 ETH, I guess, or 20. Yeah, maybe even 40. 40 ETH at the top. Now they're back to 12. So again, probably a pretty good buying opportunity in the end. So definitely worth checking out. So this is again pixel alls you can get different bonuses if you start nesting these. So kind of staking, you just locked up it for a particular amount of time, and you will get bonuses along the way. So a lot of these communities, a lot of those PFP communities are trying to incentivize users to lock the NFTs, to make it hold longer in order to get various freebies, which is pretty cool. This is how you create community, except of course for the punks. Punks were just the first, so they don't have any drops. You don't get, apart from maybe Meebits, you got Meebits at one point, but apart from that, you really don't have any kind of roadmap. That might be changed, however, with Yuga Labs buying out Cryptopunks. So that's what happened actually a couple of months ago, which was a pretty big news. So, you never know, actually. You never know whether any kind of free drops are coming to punks or not, and when that's going to go. Another thing on the list, Doodles, really cool, as well as Cool Cats. Those kind of collections also have very strong communities. We are in this stage of cartoony, pretty awesome PFPs. So that goes both for Doodles and Cool Cats. Doodles are a bit higher. They are 7.7 right now, the floor. I think it has risen to up to like 15, 20 maybe at the top. Actually, Cool Cats are really cheap point right now of 2 ETH. They went also up to 10 something. So they on huge discounts right now. Meebits are the free drop for punks, 3D voxel-like characters, really interesting one. And yeah, then we have World of Women, the biggest purely for women collection, with the entry point of 2.7. You had that at the I think at the top for like 8-10 ETH going on, which was pretty amazing. Yeah, from the other things, Pudgy Penguins, they made a comeback. The collection was sold, there was a bunch of controversies. There's a new owner right now, and they tanked to something like 1 ETH. Now they're back to 350, which is also pretty interesting. Super strong vibes on Twitter right now. So if you're looking for a strong community, strong identifications, Pudgy Penguins might be for you. Same for Cool Cats, of course. What else? So from the interesting things, we have mfers, mfers. Those were collections which were really made huge volumes previously, but the floor price really tanked. The communities are not as strong as the previous collections, so do your own research before buying into any of those. But I want to show you, of course, motherfuckers. They're great because actually they were made for free. CC0. Made by Satoshi, really interesting figure in a NFT Twitter space. So they still holding the value. They went from, I guess, to 4 ETH in general. Now they back to 1 ETH. Pretty interesting. Then what I wanted to show you is, there are a couple of collections from last year at the very beginning, just after the Bored Apes, that came out and are on a huge discount right now. So one of the examples is Lazy Lions, another one being the Doge Pound, and then you have where was it? Sup Ducks. So those three collections, Sup Ducks, Lazy Lions, and Doge Pound were really great. They went to couple ETH floor, and then it all tanked with the beginning of the bear market. But those communities are still alive, they're still building, so it might be a nice entry point for those of you who missed the whole 2021 but still want to have this classic feel to the collections, because, well, in the end, if the collections will keep building, then probably the they can deliver much more value in the future. So it's really interesting to have a look at these collections as well. Alien Friends also such an example. They went to couple ETH floor, then it all tanked with basically the beginning of this year with the whole market. Psychedelics, very well known collections. Of course, CyberKongz and CyberKongz VX, the 3D version. So CyberKongz are also pretty famous. I guess they went live last year around March or April, even before the Bored Ape Yacht Club. Only 1,000 elements. Really strong community for the CyberKongz. The higher entry price point, I think they went at some point to like 40-50 ETH as well. You can get, however, a baby CyberKongz, which is much cheaper right now at 2 ETH. Or you can get a VX. VX is a 3D model, a little bit like Meebits for punks. So there's also a whole ecosystem where you can get bananas and stuff like that. Pretty interesting in the end. What else can I say? I wanted to, Gutter Cat Gang, of course, very well known. They have super strong community on Twitter. And it's really worth checking out as well. Wolf Game, more of the gaming style. And that's basically it from the top 100. One of the collections which is a little bit farther is of course Crypto Digbots, 1D equals 1B, really recommended for the memes. It's kind of an internal crypto culture, and if you want to meet really crazy people on different parties, check out Crypto Digbots. I guess the floor price right now is around 2-3 ETH, and they have like amazing popularity among different people, so definitely check those out. They started as a meme and become really popular in the end. So yeah, this is the top collections, the top PFPs you can get right now on OpenSea. Definitely start following some of them because it's a perfect timing for some of those collections. They might also go even down, so don't feel obliged to like act right now. Just keep watching on them, keep watching the price. You'll probably be able to get some of those for really cheap in the next couple of months, because you know, like general global crisis is only worsening. So we might see even less liquidity coming to crypto and coming to NFT market, which in the end will tank prices even more. So if you have an ETH on the side, wait. Look at those collections and then decide for yourself. Also look for different Discord spaces to chat with those people within those communities and see how you like the vibes. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel for more NFT news, crypto updates and so on, and leave a like down below. Thank you for watching.